Welcome back to Aunty's farm, a place for learning and so much fun. Welcome back to Aunty's farm. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the calm. With tractors, bees, and cows that moo, there's always something fun to do. So come on in, don't be shy, and don't forget to be kind. Out on the farm, we laugh and play, with Aunty to guide us every day. Welcome back to Aunty's farm, a place for learning and so much fun.
He's chopping up the wood. Welcome back to Auntie's farm. Today we're going to look at what it's like on a special long episode. We're going to see how we make fence posts and how we turn those fence posts into a fence. So we get to watch it go all the way from timber to a fence to keep the cows in. It's an extra long episode where we get to see every step involved, and there's a fun new song. You excited? Yeah. Do you know what kind of wood this is? It's called Bloodwood. That's the kind of wood that it's called. All the different trees around us are all different kinds of wood. Depending on what's inside them, they're all called something different. All right, well, let's go see how the fences are made on the farm. So how do you know what way it's going to fall?
Well, you look up at the head.
You look
See
up
where
at the
all the
head.
limbs are hanging.
And what if there's more limbs on one side, that's what way it's going to fall?
That's where they'll go.
So what way is this tree telling you it's going to fall?
The dam.
Into the dam? And are you going to try and stop it from falling in the dam?
Yes, I want to try and put it up there.
And how do you get it to fall a different way?
By leaving a bit of wood on that side and using some wedges.
Some wedges.
And there's no guarantees we're going to get it where we want it.
So it could fall that way or it could fall that way.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the gear the farmer's going to use to cut the tree. He's got the chainsaw and he's got the axe. He's got his protective earmuffs. Now these are the wedges that he uses to wedge, and he uses this to hammer the wedges in, and the wedges are going to try and help redirect what way the tree is going to fall. Well, it looks like the farmer has picked his tree. Now he's going to do something dangerous. Farmers do a lot of dangerous stuff all the time, but this particular farmer used to be an arborist and have a sawmill. Do you know what an arborist is? An arborist is someone who chops down trees professionally. So he knows what he's doing, but that doesn't make it any more safe. So while the farmer's here, Auntie's gonna be really far away so that I'm as safe as possible. So let's go. So first you cut
Here, put
this.
your belly in.
So that's called a belly. You cut that like that.
Put your belly in.
And then what did you do?
Nelly cut this side off because I want it to go that way, not out there.
Okay.
And I put a wedge there.
And what did the wedge do? Push it back this way?
Well, it helps hold it. Then I left wood here, so I've got a wedge hold pushing it, and I've got the wood here pulling. So as it starts to fall, it might fall there, but the wood will pull it back around to there.
Okay.
And today it worked for me.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Is that why it's called bloodwood? Because it bleeds?
Yeah, but that's water, that's not...
That's just water.
Yeah, come in that dead wood, look. Seeped into there.
It's called bloodwood because it's red?
Yeah. Okay, see, look here. Perfect example. See these little blood veins?
So that there, that's why it's called bloodwood.
Oh.
Looks like jelly. What are you looking at?
No, just the wood in it. Smelly too good for fence posts. Log to the mill. Anyway, he's going in the post. So back in here, hook onto it now.
You can see the rings. The rings are supposed to tell you how old a tree is. Every ring is meant to be 1 year of age. Well, you can see what way the log came from. So why do you have to strip all the bark off?
Oh, you know what, they're going in the ground.
Why?
Well, it rots away fast.
Oh, okay. Henry doesn't like the chainsaw because it's noisy. He knows it's dangerous, so we need to stay really far away when the chainsaw's on. And the farmer has to wear special earmuffs because it's so noisy so it doesn't damage his ears. So we're just cutting them all to make them straight posts.
That's the length.
That's the length, yeah, but then...
Oh, the bits I was burning off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now what are you doing? Knocking the bark off?
Knocking the bark off, but
What do you...
I tried to knock it off with a blade down there.
Yeah, so once you knock the bark off, then what do you have to do? You cut the posts that way?
Yeah, we turn them into fence posts then.
How many posts will you get out of one of these?
That one?
Out of this one, how many posts will you get? 12? Because it's the thickest, will you get 12 out of that one?
Probably
11. Now the farmer's going to move the logs over here where he chops the logs up into fence posts. And this is all the dust that comes off when he uses the chainsaw. This is called sawdust. Have a look at this sawdust. This is 2 different coloured sawdust because it's from 2 different trees, 2 different types of wood. This is the bloodwood that we just chopped down, and you can tell because it's really red. And this one here was from a white mahogany tree. That's why it's a different colour to the bloodwood, because all the different trees have all different wood inside them. So that's 1 fence post there. And then you'd roll it and chock it and cut a next one. Would you look at that? And that's how we make fence posts out of bloodwood, out of a tree. And now we've got all of these fence posts to be able to build an awesome new fence on the farm. To make a fence, we have to use lots of different attachments on the back of the tractors. This one is called an auger, and it spins around to dig a hole into the ground. We have to make sure we line it up with the gate where we want the hole, but we also have to be extra careful because we know there's a water line under the ground here, and we have to make sure we don't hit the line. So we want to miss that line that you just drew with your hands.
I think we should take it over just that far, mate.
You'd be better off doing that. How do you get it underneath? Roll it. Are we going to roll it? Now we have to use another attachment on the back of a tractor. This one is called a post driver or a post slammer. First, you use this little auger here to dig what's called a pilot hole into the ground. So it's just a little hole, and it's going to guide where the post is going to go into the ground when we slam it. Because the next part of using this machine is the post slammer, and it'll get a whole fence post and slam it into the ground with the weight. Let's see how we go slamming posts.
Out on Auntie's farm today, we got a job to do, hooray. Grab the posts, line them straight, time to build a brand new gate. Wham, bam, then we slam that post right in the land. Wham, bam, then we slam with the post driver in our hands. Lift it up, then let it drop. Watch the big old post go plop. Down it goes, nice and deep, strong enough to hold the sheet. Wham, bam, then we slam that post that post is standing right. Now the cows can safely roam. Auntie's farm is their new home. Wham, wham, then we slam, slam that post right in the land. Wham, wham, then we slam with the post driver in our hands. Wham, bam, hear the sound, slamming posts into the ground. Wham, bam, what a jam, that's how we do it on a Auntie's farm. Wham, bam, then we slam, slam that post right in the land. Wham, bam, then we slam with the post driver in our hands. Wham, bam, hear the sound, slamming posts into the ground. Wham, bam, what a jam, that's how we do it on the Auntie's
I'm building the box end. Normally I'd cut that off, but I'm going to keep tweaking it today. Build these box ends. Right, probably too much. So take that one back, like.
This is called the box end?
Yeah.
And why do you do it at the end of the fence?
When you tighten your wires up, that's where all your pull comes to. If you don't have it at the box end, it'll pull the post over and you end up with loose wires.
So this keeps the fence up?
It keeps the wires tight.
The wire's tight. Okay. Now we use this giant drill that is called a borer. We are boring holes into the fence post because that's where the wire is going to go to make a fence.
Quad. I've got to come up through there. You can twitch it off, no, but I did it.
That's dangerous.
When you get to your post, just straighten it back up. And
this is the ratchet.
This is a ratchet I don't normally use. No, oh well.
So what is the ratchet doing?
Tighten them wires.
It tightens it.
Look at them. See how tight the wire is, right?
Well, I had a lot of fun today. Did you?
Yeah.
Learning how the fence is made.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. But most importantly, don't forget to be kind. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Auntie's farm is so much fun.
Thanks for visiting Auntie's farm. I had so much fun today watching how we turn the trees into fences to keep the cows in the paddocks. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. But most importantly, don't forget to be kind. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Auntie's farm is so much fun.